How's the tour been going?
The tour has been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. We've had let's see, today's day, show 12, show 13 and 14 rather.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean it was a blast. We played every show, which was really fun. But one thing that was neat, that was unexpected. A number of things were great, but we played a number of places that we never played before, and had so much fun. Fresno, Pomona, El Paso, Albuquerque. We haven't played Las Vegas in a long time. We were there, but yeah, it's always, Dallas is really fun. Austin feels. Chris and I were looking back, and it's possible that Austin is the place that we've played second most, interestingly, over the years. So I mean, I love going there. It feels almost like a home away from home, but it was so fun to go to new places too and meet new people and see people interested in this kind of stuff in places we've never been.
I know how it feels to be in Austin.
Yeah.
The epic music scene of Texas.
Yeah.
I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So, let's introduce the band.
Chris.
I'm Misha.
Sophia.
Matt,
I do know. So, what's your next plans now now the tour is almost done?
I think we're going in the fall. We're going to go to. We haven't been to Europe since 2018, maybe or so.
Yeah.
So we have a few shows. We have a few London shows, and then we have a couple shows: the Manchester Psych Fest, Brighton Psych Fest. 2 London shows. We just found out today that the second one sold out as well. We had one London show that sold out, in less than 2 days. They added a second one, and that one sold out today too. So
Yeah, they're hungry for that.
we are too.
Show.
Yeah, it's fun for us to be able to get out and run around.
I know you haven't recorded anything in a long time. Is that happening?
Maybe so.
I always ask you that question. It's been a while. So.
We might pleasantly surprise you this time.
Okay.
Well, we're
Keep it top secret.
we're excited to be playing, and we have ideas and
Cool.
and they're happening. So it's funny, even looking. Sometimes I wonder, hindsight, how. But we definitely do a lot of. At least I do a lot of self-editing, and we'll speak when we have something to say.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about the rest of the band? Any experiences or anything you want to share about this tour or working?
it's been neat to see the fans coming out, responding to the music and watching it sort of happen. There's something I feel like sort of brewing a little bit, which is cool. The young kids are getting into shoegaze stuff, which is it's really awesome.
Yeah. Most of our coverage on PAL is just that alone.
There's definitely something brewing.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting to me is a lot of things are. One of the things that's interesting is a lot of the interest in bands like this is, came from a place that was totally authentic. That they found this. I mean, take a band. I saw an interesting interview with the bass player of Slowdive, for example, talking recently. It was talking about how they certainly have a team behind them now, as they should, but was saying that this whole newfound stardom and interest in their music that they've had this didn't come from a label, this didn't come from a publicist. People found this, and I don't know, there's plenty of stories like that. I mean, the Panchico story is an interesting one. They took us on tour a couple of years ago, and they were completely found on the internet by kids,
Right.
Playing bigger shows than they've ever played. And if you think we have a small catalog, I mean, they put out one record when they were 20, and their first names only in the liner notes, and that was it. People found it on the internet, went nuts about it, and now here they are. But it's funny. I mean, Chris and I were laughing, also, joking about how in some ways, our music choices when we were that age, we joking about feeling vindicated. We were right. I mean, this is.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it. When I figured out what was going on, it's like, for me, it was like, oh, I get it. All that's happening is we were right, and more people have discovered that this really is the best music. And I think like there was one one of the big shows we played, there was a kid in the front. I was wearing a Cocktail Twins shirt, and he got my attention and pointed at his chest because he was wearing the same shirt. And that was really impressive on that tour, to see what the young people are into, but really just realizing they found the same thing I did, when I was their age,
I would assume, that this drives the band when you're on stage. It just drives you to do this even more. Hey, we got to get back on tour after this is over with. That's how the feeling I get from you. Is that true?
Or do we want to keep?
Not with me, unfortunately. I think I might be unique in that way, but in a wonderful way. It doesn't. It's fun to see it happening, and it allows us to keep doing this. But I mean, if I were alone in my bedroom, this is what I would be doing.
Really interesting.
I mean, yeah. So it's neat that we're able to do it, and that we're able to go out and it's not that, it's not that I'm not appreciative, but at the same time, I guess I have thick skin when it comes to that. It doesn't. I believe in this, and I like doing it, and I like hearing it, and
That's an honest question answer.
And that's, I couldn't be more appreciative that people want to do it, but at the same time, I think that the best way for me to respect them is to, not care about them at all. I think, I know for me, but I think that oftentimes what people probably connect with oftentimes is, it's neat when I think I also happen to like the output, but there's something about, I don't know, following your vision, following your heart, following. Yeah, listening. I mean, I think that's what resonated with me when I was a kid, and I think. Right, we're not trying to be McDonald's, So I think we're doing something that people are inspired by. That's, come along. But if not, that's then go in peace as well.
But also, their experience belongs to them, and it's like whatever they're resonating with is probably internal, so it's like it's another thing everyone's having their own experience, with it. So, I don't know.
No, I agree with you. I put my perspective on music. I don't know what the bands are writing about in terms of their perspective. Encourages them to write the music, perform the music, but my experience is different from maybe the band's experience.
Right.
And that's what I get off from.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, last night we played in Fresno, and it was particularly boisterous and fun, but I had a kid that came up to me after the long line of merch and told me that him and his girl are having problems, and seeing us live really helped. I don't think I told you about that.
Yeah,
that was really sweet.
It's so funny. I've had conversations with bands before in the past where if it wasn't the song, I had a rough patch in my life, and if it wasn't for this song, I wouldn't have gotten through it. And they were kind of like, "Whoa, what?" It wasn't even what the song was about. It doesn't matter. It just came in at the same time I needed to hear it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's definitely been the most poignant part for me is to connect with the kids, and that they're so loving and so appreciative, and to have that affirmation is it's unreal. It's the touring and the performance is actually more difficult for me. I like recording, but it's been a huge learning curve just to get up to speed technically with all these guys after not playing with them for 10 years or something.
Yeah.
So they've been completely supportive, and it's been overwhelming, but it's been so beautiful to see the response of the audience and to be a part of that magic.
That's awesome. Well, I want to end this because I know you guys got to get going, and this is my first interview in 6 or 7 years.
Thanks for picking us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's great to see. And thanks for. I mean, you've been so supportive to us from the beginning, and I really appreciate you.
Thank you. Anyways, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good.
It's great to
time.
see you, man.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right.